Ashley Simon.
This is Brandon Killabh.
I'm regular Naz, and that was a crazy intro.
This was crazy. This is Wilson. Can I get in there?
Hey, pause. Jesus.
Oh man, wow, it's too early for this.
Jesus. No, I don't think what I said was recorded. I don't think what I said was recorded. But welcome to another episode of Grassroots Podcast. Today, let's just start it off. Pusha T, Drake, Kanye beef supposedly ended.
What could have been?
What was?
What was? I can't say what was, just considering it never got to the climax. Pause. Like I feel like as hip hop enthusiasts and fans of the culture, we were deprived here.
Thank you.
Like we really were deprived. But on the flip side, I do get why the beef was stopped.
Yeah.
I get it. So for those that don't know, just when things started to heat up in this vigorous battle between two giants, Jay Prince came in and shut that shit the fuck down. Now, for those of you that don't know who Jay Prince is, he is a Houston native. Did a lot for the industry, managed Floyd Mayweather, amongst other things. I will say he has a lot of accolades.
Rap a lot.
And rap a lot. He has he has a number of accolades on two spectrums, one within music, boxing, and one just within the community, I'll say.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
I'll put it that way. Jay Prince is the one that actually reached out to Drake and advised him against putting his response out. Now, I know that there was a lot of speculation whether or not Drake actually had a response. We were talking in the GroupMe chat. I definitely think that Drake had a response to what was in the response, and if it was as powerful as Jay Prince said, maybe towards Kanye. I think just knowing a little bit of their history. I don't know what he could have had on Push, but I think definitely on Kanye. That is for a fact. I know. So I mean, what do we think about this? Like,
this would have been probably one of the biggest hip hop beefs of the century. Honestly, if that track dropped and just everything that has transpired, like it definitely would have been up there for top beefs.
Yeah,
100%. I really agree with you, but I wonder what Drake had, because Pusha said he had no skeletons. Wilson made a good point today coming here. He maybe it was something against
the analogy.
No, about Pusha's wife.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah,
But also
maybe
the
Drake
analogy.
did something. Allegedly, assertions were made. By Wilson.
I saw on Twitter that fucking
Jay Prince
yeah,
said that it would ruin Pusha T's family.
it would ruin Pusha T's family. So
I
I don't
hear that.
know. I mean, you can speculate. I don't know if that was directed towards his wife. I don't know if it was directed towards maybe there was something malice.
Yeah.
Pusha T gave Drake the Superman out. You know what I'm saying? Like he threatened to kill innocent bystanders.
Yeah. Well,
if he tried to stop him. You know what I'm saying? So it gave Drake a chance to say, well, you're not really dissing me, you're dissing all the people around me. I'm not gonna
I'm not flying with that, bro.
Well, also, I mean, I understand why he's stopping him too, because when you continuously are fighting dirty and keep going after like secrets and stuff, like there are just certain things that the fans should never know. Yeah. And if you reveal all this, it will not only hurt Pusha T's or Kanye's career, it could also hurt Drake and other bystanders who aren't even involved. So that can get really nasty.
You can almost make an argument though for Drake winning that battle.
Negative.
No.
Drake had more punches directed at Pusha T. Pusha T's most powerful lines, and pretty much all of his lines, were just hitting people around Drake.
Yeah, but if you focus in on Drake's diss, Drake started off by saying, you know, how do you feel about me writing, you know, father had to stretch his hands to me, like he's talking.
But that makes you question Pusha T's character.
No, it makes you...
Because how could ghostwriting be okay in one sense, but not okay in another?
He's right. It does make you question Pusha T's character, but the overall bullseye is on Kanye. He's exposing to the world that, hey, I'm ghostwriting for your man. So now what is that? What do you say about that? Since you got to take shots at me.
And he had no answer for that.
Well, no, but that's because, and this is just my own belief. I don't have any anything to back it up. I think the moment that Drake mentions Pusha T's wife, I think that that second record changes. I think that sped up the timeline. I think that he said, all right, fuck this.
Yeah.
You mentioned my wife. Now I'm going for the jugular. And then I think because he went for the jugular, I think that's when things escalated.
All Drake really said about her was, hey, you gave your fiance a ring. And I'm saying her name.
No.
He didn't diss her.
If I'm keeping it a buck, he didn't diss her.
If anything, he said
He didn't diss
Virginia
her.
Williams is a very honorable lady that deserves a ring.
No.
It was a compliment.
He didn't diss her. But the moment you bring someone's significant other into a heated battle, gloves are kind of off.
Yep.
No,
I mean, look what happened with the whole like Wiz and Kanye situation too. And they
Yeah.
brought up the kids. Like, you never bring up a husband, a wife, a mother,
Yeah.
or kids. And if you do, like,
You got to be prepared.
you
for
got to be
consequences.
prepared for the smoke that's coming your way. That is
100%. And that's where segue into Jay Prince. Now, listening to a lot of Jay Prince's interviews and knowing Jay Prince's story, he was speaking in code a lot in his interviews. He talked a lot about the pig pen mentality. He talked about resolving or dealing with things and having these conversations with Drake. If you're smart, you can weed through those conversations and realize that this situation was about to escalate extremely quickly.
He's about to get crazy.
Yeah, like it was about to get crazy because not only did obviously Drake feel a certain way, Jay Prince looks at Drake like a son. Like he says it in every interview. Drake is family. So, you know, like anyone, you disrespect a family member, naturally family members are going to be upset. It just so happens that your family member is Jay Prince. So I can see that situation venturing away from rap. So while, you know, they spoke a lot about the business endeavors and how it wasn't good for brands, and, you know, they worked so hard to get to this point, I also read between those lines and got to the point where it's like, all right, we got to this point and now we got to go do some other shit because this is going way too far. So before it goes even further, because of whatever record that you're about to release, listening to this, let's just chill.
I wonder what that record is, man.
The world wants to know. Do we think that we'll ever hear the record?
no, because Jay Prince said that Drake made sure that it's not going to leak. He said he's going to make sure that the masses and people won't know about it.
Well, if I'm being fair, a lot of Drake's music is leaked over time.
I don't know, man, because Jay Prince, you know, he did one of them dudes that really don't yell. He just kind of advises you.
Which is why you should be scared of somebody like that.
He probably just deleted it right
Yeah,
then
he
and there.
probably did. I think he deleted it.
I don't think he deleted it, but I do think that, to your point, listening to someone like Jay Prince just speak so calmly
About everything.
But did you notice that about him? He never gets like animated. Like
his words.
That's what all the best villains do.
yeah, like the
man is not a villain.
He's not a villain.
No, he's not a villain.
He's very.
He's not a villain. What are we scared of?
Well, I mean, you do your research.
When you say something like that, man's a villain.
No,
we're not going with
I'm not
that.
saying that. What I'm saying
No.
is,
I retract that statement, Jay Prince.
I think that he has a certain level of truth and respect, and I think he's garnered that.
And he's about respect too.
But that's my thing. He's about respect. There's just some things with him. Now, on the flip side of this, I will say this is a perfect out for Drake. It is a perfect out.
Perfect out.
Tag me out.
Because on the devil's advocate side, a part of me still partially believes that whatever record that Drake had, whatever, I don't know that it would be that detrimental.
I don't know. Jay Prince does not strike me as a liar.
No, he doesn't strike me as a liar. What I'm saying is from a detrimental perspective. While Jay Prince may think that this record could really ruin Kanye and Push, I don't know that the masses would perceive it this way.
I don't know.
I think the masses will, because the masses are Drake fans.
Not right now. This is the first time you've seen Drake in a vulnerable state.
A chink in his armor.
But I also think it's one of those things that, yeah, okay, if you say, it's detrimental to Pusha T and Kanye, but also like keep in mind, if it's detrimental to them, it can still have like a kickback effect to Drake too. Because even if he's going at him in a ruthless way, like they say, like how is that going to look to certain fans? How's that going to look to other industry people? Like, because then it's like if you're airing everyone's, and I don't know how deep those secrets are that he might have, but if you air those secrets, like everyone's going to be like, no, we can't have him with us in anything anymore.
And that's the other thing too. I think you, to your point, releasing said record, whatever the record may be, I think you probably compromise your integrity. And Jay Prince spoke a lot about that in these interviews. It was very interesting to see him. He kept the same story. And by story, I mean, like he says, I know Drake, and I know he's an honorable guy. He has integrity. He was about to do something that is out of character. Which for me,
talking greasy.
Yeah, which for me speaks volumes. I'm sure Drake probably was able to figure out some shit,
but you know what's crazy? The White House disinviting the Eagles after basically no one wanted to go to begin with.
This is Trump's greatest hits.
Yeah.
Late night. It's like it's like one of those late night like promo things, like
Twitter fingers.
Trump's greatest
Super
hits.
Twitter fingers, man. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody was trying to go to the White House, like.
But
except for the coach, which I read. That
I also read Nick Foles too.
And Nick Foles.
Yo, what are they thinking?
I don't know what they were.
I'm pretty sure their teammates was like, yo, I'm not gonna step on your toes if you want to go. Go as the president or whatever. But I think that you don't go hang out with Agent Orange, bro.
Yeah. Can we blame Nick Foles though? He stepped in out of nowhere, won a Super Bowl. He's trying to get the whole package.
I mean, listen, you don't know how long that 15 minutes is, man.
But that's my thing is this. When we talk about loyalty and camaraderie, is my personal agenda bigger than the team's agenda? Like, is it worth me going and compromising my black colleagues and friends that I probably go to cookouts with?
He doesn't.
You never know. But
Nick Foles does it.
You never know.
I've never seen nobody with the last name Foles at a black barbecue. Ever.
He's not going. You know why? Because he actually thought about going to the White House. So I know he's not going to the cookouts, man.
Well, also think about it too. Like
he's not going.
It's. I hate to say, I'm an Eagles fan, but that's kind of messed up if he's going because one, you had a president that called basically all the NFL players sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Let's remember that.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, this is his statement: the Philadelphia Eagles are unable to come to the White House with their full team to be celebrated tomorrow. That is code word for nobody's fucking with you. They disagree with their president because he insists that they proudly stand for the national anthem, hand on heart, in honor of the great men and women of our military and the people of our country. Now, the funny thing is he was insinuating this, but the Eagles never knelt during the national anthem. They showed their, their wokeness, in different ways, but they never knelt. So for him constantly to depict this narrative of people opposing the military and this, he's always trying to distract from the main reason. But like now, like, dude, you look stupid. You try to make an example out of a team that isn't doing what you are claiming all these teams are doing, or getting upset because some of these teams are doing. And then on top of that, the Eagles have been the most vocal and philanthropic teams this year.
4 more years.
Like, are you kidding me right now?
He's getting 4. He's getting 4 more years. Right?
He's definitely getting 4 more years.
Oh yeah, of course he is. I mean, shit.
My man, Agent Orange, don't come. So we weren't coming anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't even invite the WNBA team.
Well, yeah, that's word. Get the fuck out of here. He didn't even give him a chance. Like, that's crazy.
What? They won the what? What? No, don't even worry about it. Don't even.
Do they normally get invited?
All champions.
All the champions do.
But he didn't even acknowledge them. Like, it wasn't even like.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He didn't even mention it.
Never went
out. No invite, no nothing.
Yeah, Eagles were the only NFL team that was disinvited, and then the Golden State Warriors were the only NBA team that was disinvited. And then I know he had he got upset because I think it was like UConn or whatever. Also, the women's basketball team didn't really like. There's whole. No, wait, was it? No, I think it was South Carolina. No, it was South Carolina, and he was having a whole hissy fit about it, and just like
nobody's messing with you.
like dog, just accept the fact that no one wants to be around you.
Yeah, like
not even your own personnel.
Not even your wife.
Yo,
Stay blocking his hand. Like,
yo, don't all these teams not go and kind of give him a chance to play to his base though, in a certain sense, and get them riled up? Like, oh look, he's not inviting them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Only
Like,
the Nimrods.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Only the idiots are rolling with that.
I mean, if you
those are the-
sneeze,
but
he's
those
gonna
idiots
say.
were, pretty powerful.
Like my man Trump said, I love the stupid people.
Yeah.
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 Yo, how do you say that?
How do you say that though? Like really think about it.
While he
Like,
always calls himself smart.
yeah.
It's
Like,
hilarious.
I don't know.
Give that man kudos for that.
I think a part of me does wish that one of these black teens would go there and kneel in the White House.
They don't have the temerity. They don't have
they're
the
not releasing
testicular
that photo.
fortitude.
I
to
know,
do
but
that.
I would love to see it. Well, did you guys see the white guy that kneeled on the White House lawn during the it was something that happened on the White House. It was some sort of ceremony, I'll say. And there was a guy in the back, tall white guy. He kneeled down. Y'all didn't see that picture
No, I
go
didn't see
viral?
that.
Yeah, I thought that was ill. Everyone else, white guy, kneeled while everyone else was saluting the flag. I thought that was ill.
Yeah,
Maybe he
that's
was
dope.
Tebowing.
No. That
You know,
was
Tebow kneeled during the national anthem for abortions, right?
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
He was that's Tebowing, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you know what that is.
Yeah.
You know what that's about.
Yeah.
Got the-
The
if you're-
privilege
but if
of
you're-
colors.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
abort a grown adult black male, it's fucking fine.
Get him
Yeah.
out of here, man. Too many of y'all.
It's double
Abort a
standards. and
nigga
shit
at
like
24.
Oh yeah, it always is. I mean, but
That's okay. You
it
have
does-
enough life.
Honestly, like at this point, like you do. If you do something, you're damned. If you don't, you're damned. So you might as well do what you believe is
do what
right,
you
and
want.
it doesn't matter because if they went, he was going to use that as propaganda. If they didn't go, he's going to use that as propaganda. So you know what?
He's winning.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No
He's
matter.
Charlie Sheen
No
in
matter
there.
what. It's like no matter what. Like if he's going to get mad at me, at least I want him to get mad at me for what I believe is right and what I want to do is right.
Definitely. Well, I mean, what I will say is, just segueing, obviously the conversation between Kim Kardashian and him went well. For those that aren't in the know, Kim Kardashian went to visit the White House to talk prison reform with Trump, and she brought up a woman by the name of Alice Johnson. She's been serving time for quite some time.
21
21
years
years
of a life
and-
sentence.
Of a life sentence, yeah. And apparently she was innocent. And today or a few days ago, Trump gave her a pardon, which I thought was great.
No, he didn't give him. He didn't give her a pardon. It wasn't a full pardon.
Well, not a full pardon, but
What
I
do you
mean
do?
Clemency.
but I
But
mean,
it's like she's still. It's like it's like you're not fully forgiven. It's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you out, but it's still not like
Well,
fully. It's not like
we
fully
watching
taken
you,
off.
Negro.
They never fully forgive felons anyway.
yeah, but
You come
I
out.
mean,
So
What
Until
kind of
find a
felons
job.
though?
Presidential pardons
yeah.
when they leave the office for good.
You don't have to put down that.
It's
you
full
went to jail or
forgiveness,
anything?
pardons, presidential pardons.
Presidential pardon.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Well, the only reason I say pardon is because you got to think about it, this woman was serving a life sentence,
Life, bro.
Yeah.
like
For nonviolent
for
crime.
nonviolent crime, like.
Yeah.
Huh?
She was there since 96.
Yeah, like that's for me. Like, it saddens me just because a woman like this at such a young age, you know what I'm saying? She'll never be the same. Like no matter what, even though this is probably going to change her life, and you know she'll go on to live a better life, a healthy life, hopefully. She's never going to be the same. She's lost so much. Like
How old is she?
I don't know.
She's up there.
63.
63. Damn.
What's she?
63.
She
So I
went in
mean,
when she went in when she was 42. Moving the weight.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's so much that she couldn't experience. Like she's a grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many memories that she's missed out on. She'll never be able to get that back.
I feel like my life is starting over again. This is a miracle day. I'm free to hug my family. Yes. I'm free to live life. I'm free to start over.
You know what? I have a theory for it all because I think what he did, although I'm so happy that she's out and she has her freedom, is very contradictory of Trump himself because he was actually working on making stricter laws for marijuana.
Yeah.
And for certain crimes that are similar to actually her case. So it's like you're working on these laws, you let her go, but I think I hate to say, I think the only reason he did, because the only person right now, the only person who can go head via Twitter and social media and have the same influence as him is Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say Yeezus.
No, at this point, Kim is, honestly, she's the only one who will not be affected by Trump's craziness on Twitter.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people early on were like, "What the fuck? Why is Kim Kardashian going to the White House?" I think, shout out to her. I think she made a difference. You know what I'm saying? At least that's
For one person.
For one person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, let's see what she does with it. Like let's see if this is just one of those things where, you know, maybe Trump is trying to get the black vote or trying to convince black folks, and maybe she's being used and doesn't know it.
Don't believe the hype.
You never know, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I have hope in Trump. Let me be clear, I don't. But what I'm saying is I do have hope in Kim Kardashian with this move. Like, she obviously presented a valid case and was able to help this woman out. So I'm hoping that she does more, you know, especially for the black community. Like, if she could do shit like this, God only knows what she could do long term to try to really change these things.
She did amazing. There's Malcolm X and then there's Kimmy K.
Wow.
Whoa, okay. Okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying, they both did great things for black people. That's all I'm saying.
This guy's
Oh, y'all better get him in the comments.
yeah,
Oh, my
please,
gosh.
please,
Malcolm
please.
X and then Kim K.
Yo, he's so lucky they don't
I'm
see
just
him.
saying they both did great things for black people. I'm not saying that, you know.
Wait. Okay,
what I mean.
doing one thing versus
No, I
like
don't know
a
what you mean.
decade, like that's not even
What
a
do you mean?
comparison.
As a black man, that one thing that she did was more than I've ever done for black people, to be honest.
But
Not saying I'm black, but
what I But what I can say though is, do you feel like, even though this is great that she did this and it helped one person, but like, do you feel like she still should not be off the slack for the Donda House tweet thing that was going on?
what did she do wrong in there?
What do you mean?
Rhyme Fest came to Yeezy and fake Yeezys. He should be in jail. No clemency for that, nigga. Lock me away.
For wearing fake Yeezys. You're a wild man, bro.
If I'm being honest, I'm still sticking to the theory that that wasn't Kim tweeting. I'm certain that was Kanye or somebody else. If you're smart and you're looking at the way Kim Kardashian normally tweets, there's a pattern of sorts. There's a language that certain people use all the time. I don't think that was Kim Kardashian tweeting. I think that was Kanye or someone very close to Kanye, or it was Kanye telling Kim to tweet something or something to that effect. I don't think that was directly Kim stepping into the ring and saying these things.
I bet you Kanye was walking around the house just yelling at Rhyme Fest, and Kim was just like, "You want fake Yeezys?"
Yeah, like I'm not rolling with it. So I don't really hold her to that right now, just because I still to this day I still don't think it was her.
They're gonna make a movie
But
about
I
Kim.
don't know. It's on your account though.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
just saying.
well, that's what I'm saying. So let's say if we're rolling with, because it's on your account, it was you, then yeah, I'm holding her to it. You know what I'm saying? I just think that when you're,
I think it was her. Kanye said it himself. He said, you know, you could leave right now, and she wouldn't leave on his album. So she was riding for him. I think she wrote
They're gonna
that.
make a movie about her, man. When they make a movie about this lady who got clemency from the president, be sure that Kim K will be in that movie.
well, definitely, but I don't.
It's a historic picture.
Probably executive producing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's just Hollywood.
You know how much money she
That's
has?
a-
She's
that's
probably
the Freedom
they're already
Riders.
working on it
What's
right
that?
now.
She's going for the large bag.
Freedom Riders.
When it comes to shit like
the white
that.
lady went in the inner city, taught
Yeah,
Negroes how to
yeah.
write. Then you got Dangerous Minds. White lady went in there, taught Negroes how to read. Uncle Tom's Cabin. Long history of the white woman. Helping out Negroes.
I still, like I said, I still think it's dope that that it was done though. Like,
Oh Oh yeah.
Can't wait for that movie to come
Definitely
out.
not taking away from that, but
Yeah.
then also it's just kind of like, I don't know. And it's also, it goes back to like, that they needed Kim K in order for Trump to listen. Like there's so many people that have been advocating for her for so long. And that, I can see why they make it upset. There's some people that are really upset that like Kim's getting all the glory, but there's been people who were there since the beginning.
Yeah.
You don't matter. It's
Yeah.
Kim K's show, man. This is Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for them, she wouldn't have seen it on, what's that website, Mike?
Mike.
Doesn't matter where she saw it. She helped. Give that woman her credit.
Yeah, I give her the credit, but
no.
I get what she's saying too. Like,
Give her the credit, but she can't be like the only person.
Yeah, a lot
She
of
will
people. She will be, but a lot of people have been trying to fight this fight for God knows how long. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know
Yeah.
how many appeals do you think this woman probably went through? How many fucking trials has she gone through?
I don't know.
How much money has she spent on
Yeah.
lawyer fees?
I don't know, but she's gonna come out to some pretty sweet swag.
Well, that's my thing
Yeezy
too.
season gear,
Oh my
Kim K
gosh.
Cosmetics,
Stupid.
on deck.
What I do think though is that she will come out on top. I think that
She'll be at the listening party.
She'll
I bet you.
Gosh.
no. even with all of that, fuck that. Let's have a serious moment. I do think that
All right, let's get serious.
She'll have a better life, and by that I mean
In Canada.
I think that a lot of people will take to her, fucking her life, her story. I'm sure she could write a book. I'm sure she could do a documentary, motion picture, just something to that degree. And I'm sure that the relationship with Kanye and Kim will also further that.
So she
They
was
probably hooked her up
completely
with some
innocent?
bread too, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
At least to
surprised.
get her on her feet.
Yeah, like
That'd be dope.
shout out to them. I just think that that's ill. Especially so many people get locked up every day, like just for nothing or to, when they're innocent and then they just their whole life is gone. So I'm happy this woman got a second chance.
Good
Oh,
for
yeah.
her.
Kanye also did the low income housing.
Well, yeah, I want to get into
All
that.
that cool
Yeah.
talk is gone.
No, it's still there.
The-
But
erased.
the low income homes that Kanye is doing, I think is dope.
Fire.
I'm curious though. I want to know where these low income homes are being built.
Montana.
Calabasas.
I wonder. I wonder.
I can't guarantee that one.
I can't wait to hear more on this, and I wonder if any of these low income homes will be available in Chicago.
I wonder if I qualify.
Oh my.
Get up in there.
You're not getting free Yeezys.
I ain't gonna lie.
I would move in there.
I ain't gonna lie. I low key want to move into them shits. Is fire.
Can you imagine my gram
Yo,
from one of those?
Them shits is fire. I ain't
Easy
gonna
furniture,
lie, man.
easy sinks.
How long do you think that's gonna last?
What, the
What,
affordable
the
home?
affordable home shit?
No, the furniture.
The good fight?
How long do you think it's gonna last before cats really go? Let me throw a chicken bone here.
Oh, yeah,
throw
but I
the pizza
mean,
box in the hallway.
yeah, but that. Look,
It's everybody does that. Though.
yeah,
no, everybody does not do that, Wilson.
people do that in their homes now. I don't think that whether it's his housing complex determines whether people are going to treat it like shit. People treat their own property like shit at times either. I don't think that makes any never mind. What I do think though is that the fact that he's doing it, I think is dope. But I really, really am. I want to know more of the logistics behind it. I want to know where these locations are going to be available. What are the requirements to even be in these low income homes?
Probably somewhere warm. Just by this rendering alone, it's like you have like an outdoorsy area that's like open.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be somewhere warm.
Who's gonna pay for that?
Well, they are with low incomes.
They're gonna have to work along with like organizations or the state.
Yeah.
So taxpayers?
Listen, if Kim is involved, I'm sure they're talking to the appropriate people. That's the one thing I can definitely say about her is that her and her legal team and even her mother, they make sure they always talk to the appropriate person.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, is that going to be styling and profiling at the taxpayers'
Of course.
expense?
Well, yeah, I get what you're saying. That could be an issue, but
There's a lot of
you want me to go to work?
there's a lot of
and
taxpayers. It probably costs you personally a half a penny every 5 years.
No.
There's a lot of
No,
taxpayers.
it doesn't work like that. So you could be styling and profiling in some Yeezys that you got on layaway
I don't think they're gonna get Yeezys, but yeah.
Yeah, they're not getting Yeezys and no shit like
from
that.
PayPal's?
I just think that I'm really
Well,
curious.
all the government workers, like let's say the police that like shoot black people
Right.
and get fired, taxpayers don't get back that money that we invested in them.
Or if you're gonna get mad, why don't you get mad for the people that we have in the House and Senate and everything who get a lot of money for not doing shit sometimes?
Shit, or get mad at fucking veterans that come home and don't have jobs. I never understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many veterans in the world that come home that suffer from PTSD or just are come home broke as fuck, and the government does nothing for them.
Because
They don't have the appropriate
Well,
mental
you're probably-
health.
the government doesn't give
Things.
a damn.
Yeah,
Can I make money with you?
yeah.
No.
But
so,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, that's America for
Well,
you.
technically, your property. You know, like if you're in the army, if you hurt yourself, they could sue you.
Yeah. That
Because
ass
your body
belongs-
is literally their property.
Yeah, your weapon, your
It's insane.
weapon.
Yep.
But
That ass is Uncle Sam's.
I think again.
Pause.
Yeah,
no pause on that.
No,
Uncle,
yeah, no.
Uncle
pause.
Sam is giving you the long dick.
Pause.
Pause.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Where did we go with that?
Let's stop the camera.
Fam.
And
I'm just letting you know what Uncle Sam is gonna do to you, man.
This guy's out of control.
I'm just letting you know what Uncle Sam does,
Can
man.
you stop?
Nas, what's in that water bottle?
Dasani.
It's all right, guys. It's because he ate. He finally ate. Praise Allah.
Word.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh.
Whoa.
There's no way to cover that one up.
Praise
And
God.
moving on.
Wait, cover that up, dude. His name.
They don't know his full name except for regular.
Hold on. is that-
Nazim. Nas.
that means nothing. There's a lot of Christians out there with the name Kareem.
I'm not rolling.
Not-
I'm
not-
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 You don't think so?
No, I'm not saying that that's not the case. I'm just saying
Oh,
Nazim,
we're not going
Nazim
there?
is a very distinctive name. I mean, there's no way.
Yeah.
That's why I chose it.
So is this going to be a topic now? We're going to delve a little bit into are we going to peel back some of the layers of Nas?
No, we don't have to. You missed the last episode. I've been saying that he openly talks about his life within our podcast. Like, I've learned so much just
Yeah.
sitting in on episodes, and he just talks.
Yeah, Nas is really interesting when you kind of dive into his brain a little bit and how he thinks.
Yeah.
Like, he's very interesting. And
You
then
don't want to get lost in that maze.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. that's a whole episode in itself.
Really going down the rabbit hole.
It's really a whole slew of
He
things
appears
that can
regular
happen.
to you guys.
Yeah, word to the viewers and listeners. Nas is far from regular. Lord knows. Whatever.
All right.
Oh man.
I like. You're a funny guy, Wilson.
Well, Nas is a walking contradiction. I noticed that today. He's wearing Nike sneakers
Wait,
and an Adidas shirt.
yo, he's now like trying to have like every episode. He's color coordinating teams. Have you
Nas-
noticed that?
Nas,
Have you noticed that?
Nas, can you put your shoe up on the
He had
table?
Lakers.
Can we see
and
your
now,
shoe?
like-
Yo,
Let's take a look at Nas's shoe.
on the low. On the low. Nas has been fucking match man 3 weeks in a row. I just want to point that out. This nigga got from his wife beater to his socks to his. I see what's happening. A friend of mine brought it to my attention on the way here. It was like, yo, man, I really like that Lakers set that Nas had on last
Lies.
week. No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Shout out to my man Tone. He said it, and I said, fuck that jersey. I hate it on you. I hate it. I said, yo, Nas ain't even a Laker fan, man. He's like, and now he's head to toe with fucking Knick gear.
Oh, traitor.
Yeah.
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Kobe fan, but I'm a Knicks fan.
Well, I know you say you support the Lakers for Kobe.
He
but you're
looks like
you're
a
Knicks
chameleon that fell into a trash can.
fan. Yeah. Yeah.
Get it? The Knicks are trash?
The Knicks are trash.
He just turned into, yeah.
I got
You're
you.
a funny guy.
Yo, stay tuned for the next episode. What team will he be wearing?
Word. Whatever budget.
Can you wear
got,
some
I need a
Raiders gear?
budget.
You're a Raiders fan, man.
He did. He normally
You're really
wears
doing
them.
the people a disservice by not showing all.
No, he
I'm
color
no-
coordinated that too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
I'm
he
saying.
did?
The past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Nas been on some color coordinating and everything
I will
down
no
to
longer
down
wear
to his
any
hairline.
NFL gear. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I like that.
Let me make this clear now. My boycott of NFL will continue this year, just so we're aware. I can't watch a game. I didn't watch any fucking games last year. And I'm not watching any games this year.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the Super Bowl last year. But
I did tune in for the Super Bowl. I'm an Eagles fan, so that was like bittersweet. It was like I didn't watch the whole fucking season.
Nope.
That they win.
Nope.
But this season is over.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Why do we continue to support this league when they've made it extremely clear how they feel about the injustices in the world?
Diddy should jump on
really
with
think
XFL.
About this.
He should jump in with the XFL with Vince. And get his own team.
Something got to get.
That ain't gonna happen.
I think the XF. What was I
XFL.
XFL.
Fuck it. But yo, the XFL, I think they're gonna go in the opposite direction of the NFL. I think they're gonna be very pro-black, and that's gonna be their.
I don't know because Vince is Trump's man, so I don't know.
Well, Booker T already called him a nigga.
Yeah,
he's already down.
Well, Vince McMahon definitely said that word too.
Oh no, he said Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan drops it all the time.
My bad.
And Vince McMahon definitely said it on the live
Vince McMahon did
broadcast.
say, "What up, my nigga?"
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
While wearing a do-rag.
Yeah, he did.
Very nice.
And I know that Hulk Hogan did go on a press run.
He's coming back
and to try to recant those statements and all that stuff. So you already said it. I don't care. But I mean that's the episode for today. I think we covered a lot of good topics.
Yeah, it's a nice little light episode.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Esque. Let us know what you think. Share your comments as always. You can reach us at Grassroots Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and as always, the GroupMe chat forever growing every day. Gotta love it. Shout out to them, man. The GroupMe
chat is dope.
The chat is fucking fire, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to them again. You can join the chat. It's going to be in the description in the YouTube video, so be sure to check that out. And then with that said, I'm Brandon Killabh.
I'm Erin Ashley Simon.
I'm Regular Naz.
I'm Wilson.
And we out.
Grassroots.